Braithwaite, and I'm here with commentator Iris Seth. La Sonnambula means the somnambulist or sleepwalker, and it refers to the opera's heroine, Amina. But she doesn't even know that she sleepwalks, and she runs into romantic complications because of that. Mary Zimmerman, the director of this new production, has added an extra layer to the staging. She's set the action in a modern-day rehearsal studio, where an opera company is preparing for a performance of Bellini's La Sonnambula.
And the production is peppered with funny stage business for the principals and the chorus, so, well, you're going to hear the audience laughing from time to time.
Bellini's opera, which they're rehearsing, is set in a small Swiss village where Amina lives with her foster mother. Amina's engaged to Elvino, and they're about to be married. Everyone in the village is very happy for them, except Lisa, the innkeeper.
Well, Elvino used to be her beau, and she hasn't quite gotten over him. She won't even give her time of day to Alessio, another villager who's in love with her.
In front of everyone, Elvino gives Amina a ring and a bouquet of violets. Then a distinguished-looking stranger arrives in the village. He seems to know his way around, and he admires Amina. He says she reminds him of a girl that he loved many years ago. Everyone welcomes him. Lisa offers him a room at her inn, and the villagers warn him about a phantom that's been haunting them tonight. They all leave, only Amina and Elvino stay behind. Elvino's jealous of this guy, this glamorous stranger, but Amina reassures him.
In a 10-minute love duet, a beautiful one.
The villagers, in the meantime, have figured out who this stranger is. He's Rodolfo, the son of the late count who lived in the castle nearby. Lisa goes to his room later and they start to flirt, but she hears someone coming and she runs off, accidentally dropping her scarf. The person they heard was Amina, who walks into the room, but she's not aware of where she is. She's sleepwalking.
And in this production, she makes her entrance through the auditorium.
Right. The Count realizes that she must be the phantom that everyone was talking about. He doesn't want to take advantage of her, so when she lies down on his bed, he leaves. But not before Lisa sees them together and runs to get Elvino. Unfortunately, when the villagers come to pay their respects to the long-lost Count, they find Amina asleep in his room. And when Lisa brings Elvino in, he jumps to the wrong conclusion and calls off the wedding. And that's how the act ends. Now, Ira, you have a lot of affection for this opera, don't you?
Well, Sonnambula for me epitomizes the best of bel canto opera, what Verdi called Bellini's long-lined, endless melodies. And, you know, even Wagner praised that aspect of Bellini's writing. I also love that this opera happens to be about ordinary people, folks, feelings we can relate to. The music is so profoundly emotional that it speaks directly to our hearts about universal themes like jealousy, betrayal, being an outcast from the crowd.
All right, so even if we haven't been in precisely the same situation as Amina, we can sympathize with her.
Oh yeah, I think Bellini gave her some of the finest music he ever wrote. He serves the diva and the plot perfectly. Well, take her first aria and cappelletta. They serve as an entrance showpiece for the star, of course, but they also reveal a generosity of character and an ingenuousness that makes us realize she is incapable of cheating on Elvino.
But Elvino is the jealous type.
Oh, even in his love duet with Amina. It's based on a ravishing melody, but it begins with the words son geloso. He says that he's even jealous of the breeze that ruffles her hair.
Count Rodolfo then has a beautiful entrance aria. We don't know at this point that he's a nobleman, but his music sounds elegant and refined.
Yeah, well, listen also, for the big ensemble in the Count's room when Amina is discovered there, this is my all-time favorite Bellini ensemble. One melody of great beauty that serves to convey each character's feelings, and when it's taken up by all of them, it sweeps us up in a kind of tidal wave of conflicting emotions.
Now, the chorus plays a huge role in that ensemble, and in the whole opera, Mary Zimmerman says she considers them a character, really a main character.
I agree. I find the small-mindedness of the villagers sometimes is a source of terrific comedy, but sometimes it's menacing.
Now, you mentioned that this production is set in a studio where rehearsals are in progress for a performance of La Sonnambula. Let me add that the relationships between the performers mirror the relationships between the characters in the play. So, for instance, the soprano and tenor playing Amina and Elvino are real-life lovers. Choristers are the villagers. Lisa, the innkeeper, becomes the stage manager of the show, and the things that happen to the characters in the opera they're rehearsing are also happening to them. Here, in order of vocal appearance, Jennifer Black as Lisa, she really gets the first soprano aria.
Yeah, she gets that's first front of those directions. You're not a meanest.
Jeremy Gallion in his network broadcast debut as Alessio, and Natalie Dessay as Amina. Jane Bennell is Teresa. Bernard Fitch is Nogri. Juan Diego Flores is Albino, and Michele Pertusi is Rodolfo. Our concertmaster is Laura Hamilton, and Edino Hito is in his network broadcast debut, and he is conducting the Metropolitan Opera Orchestra and chorus La Sonata, the stage of the Metropolitan Opera House in New York City. So, we mentioned this is a rehearsal studio. It's been ingeniously designed to look exactly like a loft space in Lower Manhattan. I've been told the Flatiron District is not okay.
There are a lot of rehearsal studios around there, just like that hotel.
Someone even said that this is the same rehearsal studio as American Ballet Theater.
Yes, yeah, absolutely looks like it.
Tall windows, a slow-turning fan, hanging lamps, double doors with exit signs over them. And outside the window, you can see the building across the street. Let's hear Act 1 of La Sonata live from the Met.